Alright, ladies and G's, picking up where we left off. It's Two Princes, the for real version, not the campfire version, for really, really real how you play it. 4, Focus People, K-Lore 26, Tanks and Other Games, and of course, Kurt Hodge. But before we get going, I would like to take just a moment to thank these two princes for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club, Caleb P. and Richard R. Gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for your support. I'd like the finish. If you would like to find out what that's all about, the link is in the description. Alright, tune your guitar like a normal person. This is bar chord city, by the way, but there's some really fun stuff later, so get through this and then, yeah. The first bar chord we're going to play is going to be D. It's going to be your E-shaped bar chord up on the 10th fret, so 10, 12, 12, 11. I got a new amp tech. Ferguson, why isn't my amp working? Ferguson. Alright, we're going to play a D. That is 10, 12, 12, 11. That's your E-shaped bar chord, right? Down to B minor, that's on the 7th fret, and lose your middle finger. Now your ring and pinky fingers are making an E minor shape, and your pointer finger is the capo. Down to A, which was the first shape, but 2 frets lower, so 5, 6, and 7. And G, 2 frets lower than that, same shape. D, B minor, A, G. Emphasize that I'm getting this information from a playthrough that Eric Shankman, the guitar player for Spin Doctors, getting really good at his name now, did, and he emphasizes, that big slide up from G back to D, and he seems to be having a really good time, and I don't want you to not have that good time. Never say no to a good time, so make sure to do that. You have to do that with your shoulders when you do it too. And make that face. By the way, I will post a link to that video in the description should anyone want to go watch it. You should go watch it. It is a very good time as well. Okay, so that's the verse, D, B minor, A, G. But when he starts singing about Scooby-Dooby and so forth, this is what we do. A string, 7 to 9 is a hammer-on, and then make an A shape on the D, G, B strings, 7th fret with your pointer finger. It's the Yellow Ledbetter move, but on different frets. Then, instead of B minor, we're going to make this curious shape. B string, 10th fret, G string, 7th fret, and D string, 9th fret. It's a B minor of sorts, a B minor 7. Then, instead of our big A bar chord, it's just baby F-shaped A, just 5, 5, 6, 7. And then we're moving down 2 frets with the same shape to G, and on this G, your pinky finger is going to go on and then back off the B string, 5th fret. So here we go. That's the first time. The second time is the same, except no bouncing on the B string when the G's happening. First time. Second time. That wasn't the cat's fault. Here we go. First time. Second time. So first, third, and fifth time, I don't know how many times it happens, but odd numbered times it's the first time, and even numbered times it's the second time. However many times that happens is probably 4. For the chorus part, Marry Him, Marry Me, it's G, and you should play G however you want to play G, but Eric plays his G like this. E string 3rd fret with your thumb, B and E strings 3rd fret with your pointer finger. Make sure to mute the A string if you do it this way, and if you're successful, check it out. The thing that makes G a major chord is the A string 2nd fret with your pointer finger. If we take that away, what you're left with is a big, beautiful open G power chord. I suppose you could do that with any arrangement of fingers, as long as they're your fingers, but make sure to mute that A string if you want to do it that way. And then we're going to a D bar chord, an A-shaped bar chord. So A5, D, G, B, 7, and the reason we're bothering to play it as the bar chord instead of the open D chord is this is going to happen. That wasn't the cat either. The A-shaped part of that A-shaped bar chord is moving down to the 5th fret for a short spell with your pointer finger. So, G, then G and A. Check out this really cool way to play A7 that comes next. It's going to be open A, D5, G6, B5. Here's the whole part. G, D, G, A. At the end of the second chorus, the second time he says, I don't want a pizza that is hard to eat, Eric does this really great move. I swear, he's Mr. like throw as many cool like classic riffs into every song you possibly can guy. Here's the move. And what you're going to do is grab A and D on the 5th fret with your pointer finger, 7th fret with your ring finger, move it to D, G on the 5th fret, give it a little bend, back to A, D on 7, back from whence you came, D, G, 5, and then slide down on that A shape we keep doing on the 7th fret. Into that section with no guitar. We won't go over that section. Those are all the pieces. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful. I hope you, like me, know a lot more about Eric Shankman than you ever thought you might. But really cool guy. And in his words, you don't have to play it perfect. You just have to play it badass. I'll see you next time with more stuff. Goodbye.